the honored judge presiding uh, that reproaches us with a past. In some instances, or in most instances, awakened to an archangel considered to be reborn in the mark of murder, the beaten candlestick, the ones that are troubled by their own deliverances when the judge who killed you with the man that killed you, or the man that beat you to death, or the judge who judged you guilty to the man who beat you to death in turn of wrath by a sacrificial purpose of life. That is the only sacrificial purpose of livestock being sacrificed. Life in dividing households and becoming uh, closer and closer to the heart of man in truth, to well, a uh, well, a judgment. I can't say whether it is false or true. I don't have a memory of it. But redeeming the bull as a lamb favored by an archangel, that which only a lamb can redeem, and only a lamb can be favored by an archangel. It is the only church that is able to enter into the heaven and be found as a satisfied word of wisdom, able to sit at the right hand of the throne where the sword is, no matter the many counsels that teaches the mouth. In St. Matthew 5, they call it the counsel Raca, or um, the counsel of anger, something used to fill you with anger, or a wrath of many men that they have found in all the women that you've slept with or shared flesh with, that they seek to place upon you in redeeming a lust, which is known as the bull. And those that cast their lots with him are the men, aside from you, that she has shared her flesh with, and so on. The, uh, the words that are written in St. Matthew 5:25 agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison, the prison of the murderer. Um, it says in St. Matthew 5:21, ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. But Jesus writes in blood, but I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment, and whosoever shall say to his brother, Raca, shall be in danger of the council. This is a situation that is said to be stood up with Jesus, being reborn in Jesus, and Satan, the son of Jesus, who made the deal with the devil, Delphi on the holy mountains, 40 days and 40 nights, establishing the end times with the whoremongers, the dogs, the adulterers, the murderers, the killers, the seekers, the destroyers, the 144,000. The deal made with the devil, whether it is a pole of the earth that a great multitude falls into the sun and burned, for we are all one with God, but that dark manipulation that separates us from the sun and the moon, the mother and the father that had made the reflection of the moon as a dragon's orb, the earth of Babel, dragon's orb, and the reflection, the moon of the spirits and angels, the spirit of woman, or the spirit of the hermaphrodite, man and woman, the ark of fertility that will replenish the earth with fertility of nature or species that produce itself, and so on when the earth is finally burned up by the Father's Son, in Saul and Luna, who is said to be of a Mercury child, or in a redemption and salvation of a Mercury child, in the choice of what people choose to put in the church and what they choose to take out of the church by crossing. This is the trespass of God, and understanding those that perish from the world of mundane money, mundane materials that are worth money, and then that is picked up in a garbage worth gold and silver to a man who is poor. The scenario of life written in an aspect of what is pure and what is unpure. And then it goes into the scripture of St. Matthew 5:26. Jesus writes in blood, or those that made notes of Jesus wrote in his blood, Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing. Pay for the brother who killed you. The analogy of the book is life in this world is sin, and there is nothing that you can gain from this world worth entering into heaven. But with most people speaking of hard lessons and sought out for hard lessons, it seems in an architectural design so perfect, in every situation perfectly placed, in a perfect time, perfectly beat down, perfectly set up, perfectly judged, and its evil judgment perfectly done wrong. It's so perfect, and anybody who really takes a gander at it, unless it's paperwork covered up, it's perfect as a bad judgment, but it's still considered something that you can't hate, or they have taken something from you. And if you hate them who clothe themselves in yourself, you may never get yourself back. So this is the consideration of Jesus Christ being put to the cross and letting them, all them that choose their ways with their own guilt and their own iniquity, to kill themselves for what they had taken from me, had I taken from themselves. And we are considered to be favored union until all bonds or all parts are paid. St. Matthew chapter 5, 21 through 26. until all deeds are paid in a, what is it called, in a flesh ark that has no king, in the flesh ark that has women that work for that has no king, and she has no king, in the flesh ark of law, even in its lawlessness, until all, and here is my solemnly swear sheet, and uh, until the bitter death, or one would, the bitter death of knowing what the people choosing an antichrist in the flesh, while reborn in Christ, able to enter in heaven to break down that flesh, what the people choose, and no matter either way you go, it's either blasphemy of Christ or blasphemy of the money. Either way you go, it's better to just keep it to yourself, but the only way to free oneself are flesh. We are all, always, one, the mother and the father, the sun and the moon, and the poles that are broken between each individual, whether they fall into the sun and burn as a one or not, or whether the moon still lives after and is able to replenish the land after the land has been burned, after when the four winds take its place, and the reward of salvaging all of that comes if the moon is able to replenish the land after we have destroyed ourselves for laws like this that is coming to America, and it already lives in other countries. The fallacy of others and what they choose, knowing rightfully, knowing rightfully what is right and what is wrong, and all of them that choose their ways. Revelations um, is involved with St. Matthew 5:21 through 26.